My name is John Perrette. I would like to discuss some key issues in our nation's foreign policy. America hasn't declared war since June 5th, 1942. But yet, our country is in 130 different countries. We have over 900 bases worldwide. We have presidents like Obama, who has went to NATO, discussed with NATO and the United Nations, and going to war, and to putting drones in Libya capable of firing Hellfire missiles. That's invading the country. Just without troops on the ground, but it is invading the country. What are we trying to do? Trying to spread U.S. democracy, which means nation build and police the world. We can't afford to do this anymore. Our country is bankrupt. We are broke. We borrow hundreds of millions of dollars from China. Afghanistan. What did we accomplish there? I'll tell you what we accomplished. We accomplished to kill 226 more civilians than Iraqi troops. Same thing with Afghan. The Afghanistan war and the Iraqi war. We killed more civilians in pursuit of killing enemy combatants. We actually killed more civilians. I think the numbers for Afghanistan was 8,000 and so Afghan troops killed, and 8,000 and something civilians killed. Our country is focused on Iran, hundreds of thousands of miles away, who might have the ability, who might have the tool to build a machine that would maybe have a nuke. And how do we deal with it? Let's put sanctions on their country. Yeah, you know what that does? That hurts their economy. It hurts their people. Okay? We put a strain on their people and on their economy, then maybe they'll give up the nukes. Let's push them into poverty, because we're the superpower of America. Because we want everybody to live the way we live. They have different beliefs and religions, and I don't agree with it, but we can't change it. You can't fight religion with war. These are no-win wars. We dealt with the Soviet Union. They detonated their nuclear bomb August 29th, 1949, their first one. And how did we deal with that? Implied threat. That's how we dealt with that. In fact, it was a mutual assured destruction, basically, that in order to protect America, us as America, if the Soviets launched any missiles, that we would destroy the entire world to protect Americans at home. We dealt with the Cuban Missile Crisis, October 1962. We didn't go in there and kill civilians the way that we have today. And what I'm trying to get to is, we have a reckless president who doesn't want to go to Congress, and who led voters to believe, which I've never voted Republican, and I've never voted Democrat, but obviously, there are a few Republicans. There's one, maybe Republican, that would maybe end these wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. I urge people out there to take a look at this and take a look at what's going on, because it's very serious. We can't afford this. We got homes going into foreclosure here in America, people losing their houses, and we're worried about rebuilding countries over there and spending billions and billions of taxpayers' dollars and borrowing from China to pay our bills, basically. Last, but very not least, I think we need to get to a non-intervention policy where we don't intervene in other countries' affairs, because it's none of our business. We have Mexico that borders the United States, that borders our states, and that in Mexico right now, thousands of people are dying, and the drug cartels are growing. The Mexican drug cartels estimated values in the billions. They could easily mount a massive attack on America. What are we doing about that? Regardless what leader you take out, there's always going to be somebody there to take his place. And maybe that person will be worse than the person before, like in Libya. It seemed like what y'all are really mad about, what y'all really wanted to go to war about, is because he wanted prosperity for Africa. And he was going to stop selling his oil in U.S. currency, which would be disastrous to America because we're oil dependent, okay? Which we shouldn't be. We shouldn't be oil dependent because we have our own resources. We have our own resources here in America, and it can create job growth. We have the technology to safely produce our own energy, clean, efficiently, and would create jobs. And we could save billions of dollars a year by stopping police in these worlds, all these countries, and bringing the troops home and letting them spend their money here in America's economy, boosting America's economy, not South Korea, not Japan. I appreciate your time, and I'll do my best to respond to any comments. Thank you.